Hi, my name is Katie, and today we're going to be working with the Skinz Design Studio. But first, before we get started, I'm going to be showing you how to put it together. So here's our bottom, here's our little arms, and here is our top with our vacuum. But don't worry, it's going to be very easy to do. So you put your arms in here. And then we put our vacuum bag right here. Just like that. And then we hook these on, like so. And now, make sure your water reservoir is in the back. And with this little tube, we're gonna connect it right to here. And as you can see, that was really, really easy. And just so you know, I do have 4 AA batteries inserted in the bottom. So now, that's ready to go. So today, I'm going to be making the jewelry box. So I got these patterns from the refill box, the Groovy box. You can see the patterns that you were getting right here on the front. So right now, I'm gonna start with one of the petals. I think I'll choose this one, because it's really cool and it'll make my flower look like it's tie-dye. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pick where I want my pattern to be on my flower. And I think I'm gonna choose one of these little circles. It's gonna make it look really, really awesome. And I'm gonna cut around my petal. So these skins are very similar to a temporary tattoo. The way you take it off and the way you put it on, it's very similar to that sort of thing. All right, so as you can see, I have cut out my shape and it looks like a blob. But in the end, as I said, it will look totally fine. So I'm taking off the clear plastic. I'm going to put my piece on top, just where I like it. The skins are very, very sticky. So make sure that you put it on the way you like it. And now we're gonna take our sponge and make it wet. You'll need a bowl of water. So soak it in, but make sure it's not too wet. Just like that. I have a lot of wetness, but it isn't wet enough to make it drip. So now I'm going to be taking my petal, putting it in, and wrapping it around nicely. All right, so now we're gonna be taking our Skinz Design Studio and open it up and put our sponge in. Close it in. And now I'm gonna be pressing on this button for about 20 seconds or until you hear the motor slowing down. Just right about there. I'm gonna open the bag and out comes my awesome piece that I made customized just for me. So it's super easy to just slide that off. And look how cool that looks. So now I'm gonna be taking my sponge detailer and just getting those edges around. As I said, how it looked like a blob before, now it looks exactly like a petal because I can just shape it onto that petal. So once I got all the edges around, I am done with that piece. Now I'm going to be working on the top of our jewelry box. I'm putting it on top the way I see, like maybe I want this flower, maybe on this side. So I'm just spacing it around wherever I prefer I like it. So now I'm taking off the clear top and placing my object on top. And so now, when I open it up, so as you can see, it was not perfectly done all the way, but the cool thing about this is that that can be fixed very easily. I'm going to be taking my sponge detailer and just wetting that down a little bit with my water. So once it looks good, I'll see if I can slide it off. I can also just go ahead and wrap my sides around. And I can even use this side here to get into my creases and to make it look just the way I'd like it to. All right, so now I'm going to be working on the bottom. These skins are very thin, and if I would maybe prefer having maybe my stars on top of this instead, I could just basically apply it right on top of this, and this won't show through. And actually what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be doing multiple of my petals and putting about 3 at a time. All right, so now I took this off and it looks so cool. And you can even see the difference between the skin and what it looks like in real life. And of course, I could always take this and compare it, and it looks just like it says on the box. Now I'm going to be moving on to the sides. So now I'm going to take my piece out. I just want to point out to you guys that you may see that I'm doing all my individual pieces first before I put them together. And that's always good because you want to make sure they dry completely, and it will just make it turn out a lot better. It looks so cool. All right, now that we have our dried pieces, it's time to put them together for the finished product. And so here's the finished product. And as you can see, it was really easy to do, and I really love it.